Hi friends, after recording last few videos on investment tips and also certain parts of business operations, some people have asked me questions about what is the most critical part of running a business operation, a critical KPI for your business. We're talking about KPI for all kinds of jobs and tasks that we do. What is a critical KPI for running a business? Now, that is called gross profit margin. Now, some people, mind you, talk about gross profit margin or gross profit margin, but it is the same thing. GPM, gross profit margin or gross profit margin. What that means is cost of goods subtracted from your sale price. Cost of good or cost of services, once you subtract that from your sale price, you get a gross profit margin. Now, it's different from the income from the business or the net profit margin or EBITDA. People talk about EBITDA, earning before income tax and all that stuff, right? So that's different. I'm just going to make it very simple. Gross profit margin, cost of goods and services that you have, subtract that from your selling price. If suppose you sold a product for 100 rupees and cost of building that, even including taking the salaries and everything, was let's say 60 rupees, that is your 40% or 40 rupees is or $40 is your gross profit margin. That's very simple. And that determines really how profitable your business is going to be eventually, right? Because after paying all employees, after paying all services and all the goods that you have purchased, that's what you're left with. Now, very important, why it is important. It is going to tell you how effective is your company, whether your company is really expanding, whether the market you are in, can it bear the kind of profit margin that is needed for you to run an effective operation. I have seen, all of you may have heard this term called FMCG, right? Fast moving consumer goods. Now, most of the FMCG companies have a very, very low gross profit margin because it is, by the nature of the business, it runs at 10-15% cost of goods, but they make a lot of money because it's fast moving consumer goods. They sell huge lot of those. So if you are in FMCG market, you can work with small gross margin, but if you are in businesses like I have built, software technology or hardware technology and all that, your gross profit margin should be around 60%. So it means your cost of goods and services should be 40% or less, right? And so that's, I think, because only then you can justify running a business like that. It's a niche market. The resources are really hard to find, and you have to be prepared for any eventual expenses that may come that is not counted in the 40% that you've counted earlier. So I think that 60%, I have always run businesses which are at 50 to 60% gross margin. Without it, I don't think a good successful technology operation can really work, unless, again, as I said, it is a fast moving consumer good type of market. And also that gives you a good, I would say, a good runway to maneuver. If you have competition that has come, so you can lower the price for a short while, you can run the business at a smaller gross margin of 30-40%. We have done that too, but most of the time it has to be 50 plus. Hope you get this idea. Critical KPI for your business operation. Thank you.